Order for Mrs. Mamunina Aquaba at the back Ghanatube, so Mamunim said Ghanatube dear. Information in your land, they are not just here, the Bremu Asher4 and yet tier 4. Namus men who are dear Ecoso, our mind gun and motor 4. A J boy, ja enya baby, do Mamunim said. Can Chief Justice no, ye de no aqua copy baby ed natural. Sisiano, the acting Chief Justice, Paul Bafo Bonnie, or no, and a Gisian Otanakunya sort of 4, or Nankasa Babontin, Abetun Numtua, Mensumidin in Abrem, Ghanatube, Sisian met Miaka say, or no, and the appointed Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Sisiano, Mamun say, former Chief Justice, get to Conisiano. Yinefia kunyaso ntini wawo sha time na the court sem no de jana okoha na oba ha nyina no na po ba fo boni ono act DC ani de metumi aka say ono eno ye current Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana odofo ono ana wa ba abonten a wa ba betu enum tu a meso bedi ni nyina braw Ghana tu odofo me ma me kasa no anye tintin di mechi na yenko tie yankasa ye new Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Paul Bafo Bonnie, and Sama or the Ama Ghana Funina, Nembra Ghanatube.
Right now, because in his first public remarks since his nomination, acting Chief Justice Paul Bafo Bonnie is pledged to run an open administration and deepen collaboration between the bench and the bar. He made these pronouncements when leadership of the Ghana Law Society paid a courtesy call on him in the capital. Let's touch base with my colleague Noble Crosby Annan, who was there for us. But let's hear from him first, and then we'll connect with Crosby for a bit more details.
I've told my brother here, my brothers who know me, that I'm going to run a very open administration. Fortunately, I have, because of the length of time that I've been here, I have very personal relationships with a lot of the members of the judiciary. So I know I'm going to work with them. They are going to cooperate with me. But as I said, the judiciary, the bench needs the bar. And so we are excited that you have also pledged to support the judiciary and its intendments, and then at the end of the day, it is justice for the people that we all seek after.
Now with my colleague Noble Crosby and Crosby, you were there. What was the purpose for this visit, and talk to us about how it all went down?
By the Ghana Law Society was for two reasons: to introduce themselves to the nominated Chief Justice, as well as congratulate him on his nomination. And according to them, they are all working to serve the interests of justice delivery in the country. So they came to do these two things: introduce themselves and then wish him well. For a member of the NDC, he's also a member of the Law Society. While he spoke, he was full of praises for the nominated Chief Justice, and according to him, since he took over the affairs of the judiciary, they began to see changes to the operations of the judiciary and the entire justice delivery system in the country for the entire period that Justice Bafo Bonnie has been the acting Chief Justice nominee.
We know that the Chief Justice spoke. He says he's going to be open. He needs the bar as well. But we know that this group, the Ghana Law Society, is party in a suit challenging the exclusive constitutional powers granted to the Ghana Bar Association. Did that matter come up at all in the conversations?
Well, this matter was referenced by another Supreme Court judge, and I'm talking about mine. So he, while speaking, he took the opportunity to clear the air to the media, because the media were there, about this thing, that the visit by the Ghana Law Society, who are a party in this suit, does not in any way reflect the broader case before the Supreme Court. And he explains that the courtesy call application, or the letter for the courtesy call, came long before this suit that has been filed by these group of people against the Ghana Bar Association. So it is not linked in any way. This is just a courtesy call they are paying onto the Chief Justice. And in fact, for the law society members who were there, they were also very clear in that regard that for today we have come to do these things. Congratulate you, wish you all the best. Later, we may come and then have a conversation about the application that is before the Supreme Court. But for now, that is not why we're here. And it was also highlighted by Justice Scott's comment.
Right, and the expectation is that we know very shortly as well when Parliament reconvenes, the acting CJ will go there. But what's the mood like when all of these conversations were happening as well? Just briefly.
Well, for Justice Bafo-Bonny, he was hopeful, and he really did not touch much on that, but he passed the comment that he's hoping that everything goes well, such that when Parliament returns from recess or resumes, the entire process will go through successfully, and then he will be confirmed as Chief Justice. That was not exactly what he said, but I mean, per his comments, that was the insinuation that he's hoping for the best.
All right, Crosby, thank you very much for those details. Noble Crosby and my colleague who monitored that meeting. But from here in Accra, let's take you to the streets of New York right now, Kamini.
Indeed, where President John Mahama has been saying that Ghana is open for business in the upstream and downstream sector again as he sells his research agenda to the American Chamber of Commerce. Speaking at an executive business roundtable event at NASDAQ, where he was welcomed with a digital billboard advertisement in Times Square, New York, he intimated that Ghana believes in a free market, reason it has allowed the markets to work. Let's join Komla Kluche live now. He's our presidential affairs correspondent. Komla, what else can you report today?
Well, it's a big day for Ghana today because the President, John Dramani Mahama, will be addressing the General Assembly at 12 Eastern Time, which is 4 p.m. in Ghana. A lot of bilateral meetings this morning would be held ahead of that address that he would be giving at 12. But most especially, while speaking to the American Chamber of Commerce last night, the president made the point that Ghana is ready to do business. There are a lot of opportunities in the downstream and the upstream sector as well. Let's listen to what the president had to say.
We have bauxite, we have lithium, recently discovered nickel, and some other rare earth minerals. And so that there are opportunities in that area. There are several foreign companies working in that space, Goldfields Ghana, Newmont, and several of them all doing business successfully in Ghana. But there are also medium to small scale Ghanaian companies in the sector. We also have the oil and gas sector. The upstream, we started oil and gas production in 2010. And since then, there had been a decline because over the last 8 years, there were several disagreements between government and several of the companies operating in the oil and gas space, upstream space. E&I had litigation with a small company, and government didn't handle it well, so E&I moved their headquarters to Côte d'Ivoire and withdrew all the investments. I'm happy to say Ghana is open for business in the upstream sector. And so E&I, we have an American company, Cosmos, who are partners with Gallup in the Jubilee field. And they've committed to invest another $2 billion to raise the production of the Jubilee and 10 field. E&I has the Sankofa prospect, and they're producing oil and gas from there. And we're using much of the gas that we're receiving to help to produce.
Welcome, let's.
Out of 4 when I breaking news about to jam, Mr. Bedini Mina bro, Chese, Yankasa, ye new Chief Justice, Paul Bafo-Bonny, ena wa ba abonten a chese odi assurance kese edi ama lawyers fo nyina ne chese justices of the Supreme Court chese ba fo nyina se omunta piku na ono abeidie oba beye open administration job chese oba beye open onye chese onfa no nkote ewo baby se na beye obi an tumi nya ne access dabi o say oba beye no ho available edi ama Ghana fo nyina se na beye a obetumi a ensure say justice system na wo Ghana ase bibia betumi akoyi odofo we na breaking news abetodwa efi Ghanatube ameso be gini nyina bro chese yanka say new chief justice eye Paul Bafoboni na wa ba abonten a chese odi nsem dede ede aba ameso be gini nyina bro e wo Ghanatube odofo mo refi say but like no ma subscribe no ma share no ma hit notification bell so ma say be ya abrini abibia do pe content say ya wo nya ne tempa no atwe tem odofo aha na me de nsem nyina be si e wo Ghanatube so makra mu nyina bedamu nyina se bebre